I think it's really good news. They don't put poor people in our school. If you need a proper education, tough shit. And I hear a funny voice going,
as you know, it was my plan today to test the green screen.
Shut the fuck up, Dave. Anyway, I'm trying to fly on the wall. Here goes. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm looking for Spock. He's gone. Telly brains. Once I went to the telly and I started watching Game of Thrones. I was so attached to the plot that my face got pasted to the screen. I guess my eyes were literally glued to the telly. Anyway, I want to tell you about a time I did something really stupid. I was just dozing off, and then suddenly a terrifying doctor turned up round my room. Blimey. He just wouldn't stop talking about something new. I didn't understand. Anyway, next day he put up a windmill in the park. He did put notices all round the world saying that he was going to teach little girls to rhyme with orange. Well, actually, I don't know what he did because I woke up. Oh, I was dreaming and it's morning. So I went to the fridge, saw the Red Sea in there and I thought, The cupboard is... Anyway, after the water had gone, I saw Spock in there. And I said, I thought you had gone. And he said, if you remember last time, I died. It was then I noticed I'm talking to myself. It was 12:30 and I had to get to Hemel Hempstead. And I ran and ran faster than my toenails could handle. And the key and the candlestick. Jack be nimble. Jack be quick. Jack can't jump.
Oh no, this is horrible.
And he just fell over and died. Teachers are sometimes asked, what's the best way to get children wrong? And one of the ways I answer is to answer the questions that he asked us. Now, there are many routes to tap into this, and one of them is route negative 16. What do you want? Route. It was then I noticed it wasn't route, it was just a voice in my head. Fridge. Once my friend Haribo came home to sort things out, school presents. I gave my mum and dad my undivided attention. I used to go round the house for hours staring at their big face. Then suddenly one day, our bus conductor, Miss Roly-Poly, said there was nothing. So I went to sleep and I hear a funny voice going, wake up, he shouts, your goldfish is dead. I rushed over to the tank. It wasn't dead. It was just one of the voices in my head. I really need professional help, so I bought a pizza and ate it. Do you know, people say to me, but what's it got to do with voices in your head? Fair enough, and I'll tell you, it's because when I was at school, our teacher, Miss Goodall, said there was a bag of wood. I like that, so I took the bag and I looked in. What's in it? It wasn't wood, it was pizza. And when you asked it a question, it would answer the question. So I took this pizza and I asked, how can I get rid of these voices in my head? And it said, if you eat me, I shall give you my medicinal powers. So when I ate it, the voices in my head went away. Wonderful. And then I became Prime Minister of Holland. I mean, I started watching the telly again. What's on it? The news. Okay. It was then I heard something rather preposterous. They say, it's time to announce the new Prime Minister of Holland. Oh, and then they say, it's Brian Rosen. So I said, I don't believe it, I really don't. My brother's gonna become even more famous than me. And I dashed out off to bed. And there's my really long winded tail.
Toenails.